Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master of propaganda. Off here 2v2 on Pachino Farmlands. In the south, we have RA11 and we have Insaniedi. I'm just going to call it that. That's a bit easy to say out there. Fighting here for the German army. Forming up here with the Fallschirm Panzerdivision. Counter-attacking here towards Pachino. In the north we have Skeng and Arkroyal fighting here for a combined American-British force here, composed of the 7th Armoured Division and elements of the 3rd Infantry. Straight to Spec Ops here for Skeng, and Arkroyal here with just a bunch of sappers. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast, allowing me to keep making all these wonderful videos and all this delightful commentary content. So if you wish to see more of that, consider, pledging on Patreon or just donating via PayPal. Links in the description. And then, big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on the videos. Helps out immensely with getting the YouTube to spread the word further through all of its wonderful algorithms. So, we got an MD42 Ken crowd start here from RA11. Insaniedi here with Panzergrenadiers and Panzerpioniere. We got here Luftwaffe battle group here to support the Fallschirm Panzerdivision, the Luftwaffe's only panzer division, as a fun fact. And yes, it did have a straight-up panzer division thanks to the sheer vanity of Hermann Göring. Grenadiers only here for RA11. Maschinengewehr and Pionier moving forwards. North here we got the sapling flank to the Panzers, the Panzer Pionier skirmishing in there. Weaseley getting a few hits into the side here. Scouts there moving forwards, and we got the Grenadiers out here for RA11. We got a 250 attack here though for Insaniedi. Panzer pushing forwards here, sappers there being held down with German troops as Insaniedi's looking to outmaneuver them. And Arkroyal kind of is heavily overextended here, so he can't easily sort of focus there, which is something Insaniedi's quickly exploiting here. In the southwest here, the scouts running to issue with the Kenkrat and the MD42 Pioneers flanking back. Rout Squad flanking the MD42 here. A lot of pressure here from Skeng on RA11 here by the south side as he's trying to apply pressure here. Ratman narrowly spotting the MD4 turn around to deal with him, and he barely gets heavy cover. RA11 with another MD42 team here. Grenadiers flanking the Weasel, which has now been added with the 30 cal. He's going to hunt down the Kenkrat here and could take it out. That will certainly hurt RA11's early game here. And just going to remember to secure to unique. Again, I keep forgetting. The game keeps switching over. Bonus. Got the Kenkrat there. Over to Insaniedi here with 2 Panzergrenadiers, there's a 250 half-track. Scouts flanking the MD4. We've got Pioneers pushing in. Grenadiers moving up. Northeast here, though. You can see German force being pushed back as Arkroyal hits back here with a dingo. And we can see here, though, Insaniedi's force are being caught in a bit of a pickle. That said, Arkroyal overextending his dingo here and quickly pulls it back before he completely loses it. And we got the Vickers there, from a nice position. And we got mortars joining in for the Americans, further compounding the awkward situation in the south as Skeng continues playing around here with RA11. Machine team are forced back. Another mine goes off there. I would imagine that's due to the Kenkrat, which can lay down those mines very fast. Machine team up here, and we finally got those running ways to realize something's gone wrong.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
But isn't it just the normal gunfire? No. Oh. Up north here, Halftrack pushing forward here, going straight for the Vickers there. Christ on a bike! They're firing that out of a moving vehicle! Anyways, Vickers being pushed back. Dingers there, Dingo, not Dinkers. Dingers! It sounds more like some really weird children's food. There's something potato bread based. You can quickly pop in the oven. Anyways, 250 hours about to get knocked out by the Dingo. Panzer Pionier occupying the house. Panzer occupying the house here. Fierce fighting between Arkroyal and Insaniedi here. Vickers is almost going down. It's already veterans one as well here. Crew, I don't think she'll make it back home. We got artillery called in here though by the Dingo on the Panzer Pionier. The Panzer Grenadiers here. 25 pounds about to fire off here. Gonna make a run for the machine gun, but it could not end up poorly. It could end up poorly. Have got the Vickers gets wiped out. Big win here for Insaniedi. Though that said, it's going to be difficult to get the machine gun in return. We might like to lose the Panzer Grenadiers here. But no, the Dingo's going to go down. The Dingers is down. I repeat, the Dingers is down. Artillery fire ring down here. Section moving in. We could see wipes. Machine wiped out again. Panzer Pionier could be in the danger zone as well. The building taking further punishment from British artillery here. Panzer Pionier got wiped, but the machine gun this time should be able to make it back. So safety here, relative safety anyways, it's still on the front line. Ambulance there for Insaniedi, no battle group yet for him. Over to Skeng here. Continues the fight here against the southern half of the German army there. Grenadiers here being assailed by the Rifle Squad and the scouts of Skeng. Grenadiers holding up here. Bit of extended front line here for RA11 in the south, but so as well here for Skeng. He's got his weasel about there. Not enough ammunition for another weapon though to be laid down. Panzer pushing forward, section forced off, saps them again. One sapper section, well, is really low on health. Honestly, it might make more sense to just wait for the healing to be done and just keep them back there, because at this point, like, they're just gonna, like, you know, drop as soon as they see a pair of Germans from, like, you know, sheer exhaustion, and just, you know, be a waste of manpower, really. Definitely feel like that's a bit of a risk there, but Arkroyal, that may not be worth it. Ambulance moving forward here, nice active ambulance usage here by Insaniedi. Thumbs up. Meanwhile, Skeng with the M8 Greyhound. Greyhound's become a lot more popular as people realised the gun is overperforming at the moment, basically. Panzer moving forward, assisting with the ambulance here. Sappers closing in. Other sapper section. Yup. Again, as soon as the Germans just sneezed in the general direction, or in this case the Vickers did, like two of them just, you know, died on the spot. I do say, I don't think I'm well enough for this. Blah. Anyways, Weasel being pushed back here. Grenadiers moving forwards. Machining gewehr opening up on the captain. Then we got some Grenadiers supporting the machining gewehr team there. Further pressure here. You can see their Skeng's positions are being a bit out-skenged. He's going to have to fall back here. Could consider, of course, deploying here 30 cal from the Weasel. You know, you're setting up there. Oh! No! Got out of the range of the Panther first there. Close call. South here, Ralph Scott as the Panzer as RA11 commits to something a bit more heavy. We got Panzers up front again. We got a Humber out here for Arkroyal. Unleashing fire there with its 2cm autocannon there, 20mm. Carrying into the German forces here as Insaniedi's trying to push through here the Orange Orchard. We got Panzer moving flanking now with an MG34. In the center here, Ra forces off the rifleman of Skeng, and we got a Greyhound at the ready for Skeng. Weasel moving forwards. Didn't drop a 30 cal by the looks of it. How many 30 cals you got in the back there? 5. Would we like to have them? Only if you pay munitions. Ah! Sorry. That's not very cool of you. Gotta make money somehow. You're being employed by the US state. Yeah, and the army. Anyways, anxiety on the way here for Skeng. Got Mark Vigel as his first choice. Not going for the SSF commanders, by the way. Panzer coming out for RA11 here, and the 5th Fallschirm Panzer Grenadier Company there. Up north here, Panzers that ready here. Of the second one, ambulance they also continue to provide support here. Got a call in here, probably, yep, Panzerjäger's out here for him. We got a 250.5 to keep meanwhile for RA11. Graham moving forward here, grenades off from the Grenadiers. Pack being overwhelmed, Grenadiers slipping right up. The pack though misses. And now suddenly the RA11's actually in a bad spot because the anti-tank is completely unscreened here. Meaning the rifleman and the captain completely hosed the crew in a matter of moments. Over to Arkroyal there, 250 after arriving. 251 also move. Panzer's moving in here. It's a quite hectic match up north here. Finally continues to get smoke from the Humber. Meanwhile here, the American forces overcome by the might of the Panzer Grenadiers. We actually crew the Pack 40 here. Half-tech going up here. Probably, ooh, he's upgrading to the ambulance here. It makes sense. A lot of ambulance here from the Germans. Panzerjäger's got the Greyhound. Nice move here by Insaniedi. Assisting his teammate and leaving Skeng Greyhoundless. Meanwhile up north here, Humber though continues to be an excellent formidable opponent here. And is giving Insaniedi a hard time. And there you go, the ambulance is spotted here by the British. Tally ho, chaps. We've spotted an ambulance. But sir, isn't that like a bit rude? We're British. We don't care about being rude. Only that others are being rude to us. Humber there falling back, quickly crossing the stream. Armoured here though for Arkroyal and quickly into the Crusader anti-aircraft tank. Ambulance hard at work here. Providing healing for the men. And the Germans, of course, would operate a variety of vehicles as ambulance. Even Kubelwagens could be used in service as the ambulance. I mean, that was also true for some of the Americans. Jeeps could be used as ambulances. The Weasel got used as ambulances. Half-tracks, obviously. Panzers there being hammered. We got the Crusader moving in. Insaniedi's positioning the apple orchard. The orange orchard is looking pretty bad. In this case, the smoke from Arkroyal's Humber comes the aid here of Insaniedi and minimize the impact. Echo A's Humber is an absolute beast that is pulling through here. Right now, though, Insaniedi has no anti-tank weapons, no packs, just a pair of Panzerjägers are still going to take some time to get, but they might be able to take out the Humber, and they got it! Whew, that was close. Oh, to RA11, who's now looking better here. He's moving up his forces to assist. It looks like somewhat his teammate. Apparently can't quite make up his mind. Bit of hesitancy there.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
Got another pack forward here. No Sturmgeschütze. Also, he could, of course, just go for the LG-40 here, but I'm guessing he prefers the pack 40 with its scan shield and more damage and penetration. But, you know, the LG-40 on hand is technically cheap in terms of manpower, and you know, get it pretty fast. In fact, you could drop it right here and then use the recruit weapon on it. Pretty easy, straightforward stuff there. Panzer is pushing forwards here. Crusader, though, covering the streets here with autocannon fire. The Panzer they're pushing forwards here are taking immense amounts of damage. Surprisingly enough, no casualties there. That is... Oh, well. Spoke too soon. Spoke way too soon. There you go. Though nobody did. He merged with them. So even on the retreat there, they're just going to get back, going to get healed up, and then they're going to get back on the front line. And meanwhile, the Grenadiers just going to reinforce here from the half-track anyways. If you can get to Veterans 1, of course, you can even do it a bit faster and cheaper, because the rapid reinforcement ability is actually really good. Mines in the center here, they're from Skeng here, trying to forestall another German push here. Crusader moving up here. The collapse of Insaniedi and the orange orchards really have given the Germans a bit of a headache here. Panzers are heavily equipped with light machine guns. Looks like he might have gone for Italian combined arms. Officers' quarters here for the pack forwards on the half track. Thumbs up there to RA11. So we got two pack forwarders though. That's definitely going to help a bit versus the Crusader here. Back in the Allied base. Nothing further in terms of tech as of yet. It's reinforcement healing. Crusader being forced lightly back here. Panzerjägers appearing one of the houses. Cannon forced off. Head-on assault here by Insaniedi, but his men are already low on health and they're taking a lot of damage pushing up here the main street of Pachino. Entering the flying way, MD-42 joining in support of the Panzergrenadier under Insaniedi's command. Good teamwork here between RA11 and Insaniedi so far. So not bad between Arkroyal and Skeng either. Panzer the Pioneer moving forwards here. Smoke deployed the machine gun. Good response here by the Allies. Note we got two mortars out. Thumbs up to that. Pack being hammered here by Allied mortar fire. And it is over to Insaniedi. There's in fact gone for Italian combined arms. Got the Panzer Army Commando on the way here. Very good. Thumbs up to that. Can go for a relatively fast H-Panther 3. Here though, RA11's Pioneer, they are in the zone of getting likely wiped in a few moments. Despite having gone for Luftwaffe, by the way, we haven't seen any Fallschirmjägers yet, or say Fallschirmpioniere. I'd say that's a mild fortune element there. Or Panzergrenadiers, no Fallschirmjägers. I mean, he does have the officer's quarters, I do understand him. Oh well. Big push here. Looks like he might be home to bait some troops in the building. And Skeng, of course, notices what's going on and pulls out. Nope, doesn't. Quick breach here. There we go. We got the breach. Alright, Otto. Clears the house. Oh, you did a very good job. Otto's he left already. Panzers arrived from there, bunched up out in the open, though. Gonna get out of there, guess. Taking too much damage from all those BARs there. Meanwhile, Crusader moving up here, flanking around the church. Right into the ambush pack for the Panzerjägers here. Could combine with tear gas rounds. This could be a bad development here for the Crusader anti-aircraft tank. Almost got it there. Ooh, gets away, and the Panzerjägers, in fact, are now. Second pack, those scores the complete destruction of the Crusader anti-aircraft tank. Nice shooting there by Wilhelm. Grenadiers in trouble though. We got Skeng, they're pouring out here the hills around the orphanage. More punts moving forwards here though for RA11. Looking to block any further advance here by Skeng. Northeast there, be a attempt by Insaniedi to make some fresh progress. Grenades to the pack 40, but an MD-42 prevents British forces from overrunning it. Close call though. Nothing further here from Arkroyal, and for Skeng we got strafing runs here though from RA11. This summons the Luftwaffe, and got the strafing as well here from Insaniedi. And fun fact, at least for Sicily, for some time, the Germans did have at least a brief local advantage in air superiority, as a lot of the Allied aircraft are actually being used for other purposes. They weren't quite able to provide a lot of support there. Which is definitely a bit of criticism. It would be later levied, I believe, there. In the centre, though, German Vickers holding up the British advance. They're catching Arkroyal, a bit of a tight spot there, over to Skeng. And we got another Crusader anti-aircraft tank out here for Arkroyal. No attempt at taking up here. We do get the tank depot for Skeng. Thumbs up to that. Mines here from Skeng as well. Very good. Coh3 gets caught here laying them down. They might even lose the engineers if he's not careful. Ambulance continue to run around providing support here. And there you go. First Panzer on the field is a Panzer III out of Insaniedi. Leading the way here. Panzer company up as well here for RA11, so that's probably getting Panzer IV soon enough. Mines exploding. North here, Crusader anti-aircraft tank moving about. Mines here being laid down by RA11, very good. We got 353 to 397. So soon I imagine Skeng's going to start pushing for Shermans or Hellcats. As for Arkroyal, I'm guessing he's going to go for that battle plan you see with some British players. He's going to just rely on Crusader anti-aircraft tanks, and they're either calling the Churchill tanks or the Churchill Black Prince. Straight push here into the centre of Arkroyal. We got double packs, or just ambush pack here, pushing back the Crusader rapidly. Bit surprised he keeps trying to drive straight through the centre of Pachino here, considering like he should be fairly aware the Germans got it covered with anti-tank guns. Cheeky wankers. In the south, Panzerwing, the Grenadier support, routing here the Riflemen, forced them off the field here. Very good push there. Riflemen advancing here, catching the flank here of RA11. Bar moving up there. MG42 having a hard time setting up there. But wants to. Ambulance in trouble setting up now, but I think at this point it's too late here. Fortunately for RA11, Skeng doesn't have a grenade here. Crusader pushing through here, exploiting a gap, but still gets caught by the Pack 40. But there you go, machine wiped out. Panzer's chance being wiped out. We got poured on. There you go, recruiting the machine gun as well, but it's taking a lot of damage again. Might lose the round squad. He doesn't get out of there fast. Pretty not great engagement for RA11. Took a lot of damage, but being deployed around the MG or the Vickers and the Panzer III there. British forces occupying the centre. But in the south, whatever happened there seems to have not gone the way. And there we go. I believe he's using the crew ability there of the ambulance. Thumbs up. And he's been forwards. And it's over to Arkroyal. And he's going for the Churchill Black Prince. By now, he could already start pushing for the regular Churchill. So you obviously want the Churchill tank with the bigger gun. Stuttgart's first moving up here for Insaniedi, figuring that the fight is turning a bit, more static here. It's going to go for the Stuttgart's Fuss and deploy some heavy rocket artillery against the British positions here on the west end of Pachino. Not a bad idea at all. Very nice targets for that. And we got a strafing run as well here. Combo wombo, there we go. The streets are being absolutely demolished. Anti-tank crew wiped out. Units taken out as well. Quite explosive work there. As a fun fact, by the way, but the Stuttgarter Fuss was actually a part of a Panzer Division's Panzerpionierabteilung, but they'd act as a sort of a heavy weapon to support them. Fun fact. When he's being flanked here, ambulance falling out, Panzer moving forwards. And here, Vickers in trouble with the Crusader. Panzer III ready to block this British offense to German sensibilities. Yeah, I suspect he's really setting up here for the Crusader, or for the Black Prince. Panzer IV here, engaged with the Sherman shot fails to penetrate. We got double anti-tanks ready for Skeng here, and they're going to give that Panzer IV quite the American greeting. Packs being set up as well to deal with the Sherman. Grenadiers being moved in. Still no Fallschirmjägers or Fallschirmpionier. They're here though from RA11. Anti-tanks from the Americans into inching forward towards the Panzer IV, and so the Pack 40s. And the north side, though, fresh engagement is section lost again for Arkroyal here against Insaniedi. And we got another Panzer IV there for Insaniedi in the south here, though. Fighting continues at a breakneck pace here. Mortifying the MD-42 there is causing a problem difference for RA11. And back to RA11 here. Another Stukas barrage from Insaniedi here. This time striking into the lines of Skeng. Causing a fair bit of damage, but it would appear no real casualties. Ambulance and our veterans won. That's very nice there for RA11. South here pushing forward to the Panther 4 straight into the anti-tanks, which were not driven off here. Panzer falling up here. He's a bit short in infantry, and you know, he would benefit from either some Starstruben or some Fallschirmjägers, even Fallschirmjäger. But I do think RA11 does need some more troops. Panzer there being driven into the guns of the Americans until RA11 realizes he's getting just killed without really achieving anything for it. In the sand here, Panther moving forward, we've got Crusaders, anti-tanks, they're blasting away there. More Panzer guns out here for RA11. I mean, that works, though again, I would like to see some Starstorm, some Fallschirmjägers. German flanking the Panther 4 there, and we got another strafing around here. Bit too late. Bit too late to really hit anything, and there we go. Churchill Black Prince is out for Arkroyal with its 17-pounder gun. Another strafing around here, though, from the Germans. Skies are alive there with German aircraft. Machine there is the Sherman. Yeah, I do think Arkroyal would benefit from taking up and bring up some other tanks, besides Crusader anti-aircraft tanks, and of course the Black Prince. Some Crusaders could be great, Grants could be another great thing, maybe just Matildas. Another Stukas barrage here. Looks like the orphanage might be the next target here, at least the area around the orphanage. And there you go, Black Prince on the scene, engaging the Vickers crew here. Panther fleet's hanging back, ambulance they're busy work reinforcing healing. Good hit down the Vickers crew in the south here. Fierce fighting here between the Germans and the Americans. Sherman is high chance of getting knocked out with the Pack 40 here. Really close call, they need to keep moving the Sherman. Oh dear, he's not moving it, he's not moving it! Lost the Sherman. Other Sherman busy, it's getting hit by the two Panther fleets. We got Tilly Front MD-42. Meanwhile, Panther keeps pushing forward. Anti-tank and cleared out here. Skeng's southern positions are starting to melt a bit away here. Oh, to Insaniedi. 252 is a 307. The Allies continue to lead over the Germans, but it's coming at a cost here for the British and the Americans so far. It is coming at a bit of a cost in terms of units. All the rich one we captured, we got Panzerjäger still probing about. We got those Panzer Grenadiers near the ace level with Raiders, with MD-34s, and of course the veteran squad leader here. But we got the Crusader on the scene here. With its Spore Force, anti-aircraft gun. Mortar added here in the south, Panzer Grenadiers repositioning. Panther 4 being fixed up. Ooh, nice grenade here. But not nice enough. And there you go, Black Prince, the rescue once more. Stukas are first. Blanketing the center here with heavy rocket fire. Blowing out windows, doors, and a few eardrums in the process. Makes their car in the center. Stukas was withdrawing. Veterans who won. Panther Thieves on the move. But there's the Black Prince. The Panther Thieves will definitely struggle a bit. We'll have to see what Insaniedi does for that. Will it be a Flak 36? Will it just be a lot of Panther Thieves? We'll try and take out for something a bit bigger via Armoured Reserves. I'd say all, those options are to some degree viable. I certainly wouldn't caution against going for the lots of Panzer Fleet strategy. It's not going to be impossible to achieve, but it's definitely going to be, I think, the toughest way of trying to take out the Black Prince. There you go, section caught. Very much unsupported here, and Insaniedi relishes this opportunity and exploits it with the high speed of his Panther Fleets here. 6-pounder guns to Black Prince bringing to counter the Panther Fleets here already, putting a halt here to Insaniedi's little drive towards victory. And there we go, we got Skeng here with a Sherman whiz-bang. And Panzer being caught here by the Crusader and the Black Prince. Veterans won on that one already. Sappers moving up. Quick raid here by Insanity on the center. Panzer moving forwards here. And in the south, Panzer moving forwards to support. And more crucially, 2 Panther force here under RA11. Dying through Skeng's position. Skeng definitely was not expecting such an aggressive push here by RA11. Over here to Skeng, we got air support caught in as well here. And artillery support here from the Stukas was further driving chaos and havoc into his line. But there you go. We got the whiz-bang ripping in here to Insanity's Panzers plus the Black Prince. Is there a chance here for Insanity to suffer heavy losses? I would definitely say there is. But it didn't happen. Very lucky there for Insanity for sure. Meanwhile, Panther Fleet's pushing northwards. Crusader exposed. We do have a 6-pounder gun covering it, but he will need more support for it. He will absolutely need more support for it. And unfortunately, what he has right now is not enough to save his Crusader here. Insanity saw an opportunity and he seized it with both hands. Like a cat seizing an unintended piece of chicken on the kitchen counter. Panther Fleet's withdrawing. We got the Sherman, we got the Black Prince on the move. Whizbangs in the south here. RA11 has driven back the American force there quite well. The swing hard here against Insanity. But the Sherman here pushed too far without support and gets eviscerated by the 2 Panther Fleets here. Black Prince on the move. Skeng is in a really tough spot now. We got RA11 here with Schutzen on his Panther 4. Black Prince unable to catch up with the Panther Fleets as they just quickly retreat across the river. And the center sees more close quarters hand-to-hand fighting here. South fresh forces here out of Mr. Insanity. Black Prince falling back close to Vecchi 2. What will Skeng do next? What will Arkroyal do next? Other big questions. Do we get a Hellcat here though for Skeng? Whiz-bang ready to fire another volley. And of course withdrawing, we still got the ambulance, not Vecchi 2. Rifleman there caught out in the open by the 2 ace-level Panzergrenadiere. Iron Cross second class. There we go, whiz-bang. Insanity attempting the fates here with bunching up his troops. Arkroyal is going for a bishop. Okay. Going for some self-propelled artillery here. Good shot on the German Panzergrenadiers under RA11's command. Stukas again at it. We got artillery caught in the machine gun. There's just so much artillery now. We got the Panther 4s moving up here. Antonin cleared out there. And we got the mortar snuffed out as well in the heat of all this intense action. Hellcat coming forwards. And we got the Bishop added here. Hellcat there flanking the Panther 4. Great shot for the Siren armor. And Pachino Center is just being leveled by Allied artillery at this rate. And a fair bit of German too. Panther Fleet here pressuring the flank instead of trying to drive for the center. I think that's a very wise move here by Insanity. Panther Force hanging back still. 247 points left as the Germans 225. Black Prince Knight Vecchi 2 here. Which does remind me, does he have the training? Yes, he does at least have the training there. Very good. Those, of course, you're the ones on the receiving end, in which case you may not quite be having those thoughts on the subject matter. Panther going for flank. Hellcat there, blind, easily flanked here with the Panther 4s. Entertain the Johns in the fight here. Another great shot here, fighting for the center continues well. We got more Bishop fire here. Firing off a 25-pounder gun. The Bishop was based off the British Valentine tank, and there you go, whiz-bang right into Insanity's troops! Oh, got him, Himmel! He's almost lost everything! Good God! Talk about luck there! That was incredibly fortunate there. Meanwhile, ambulance continue to provide just swift healing reinforcement for the troops on the front line. And the Panther Fleet continue to provide excellent pressure on the right flank. Arkroyal continues to be a bit flat-footed against this, as he's kind of relying heavily on the Black Prince to do most of the fighting, but it's not exactly a fast tank like the Panther Fleet here. So in this regard, I would say Insaniedi is playing his cards very well, then leveraging just the sheer speed of his Panther 3. See, he's actually brought in a Marder fleet to help deal with the Black Prince. Using that to support the Panther 3. That's actually like a fairly viable strategy. I do something similar to the Wehrmacht, like, you know, if I need to go for Marder fleets to say back up my Stooks or Panther 4s. Panther 4 here though, getting flanked by the Hellcat. There's an Insaniedi covering the flank of the Panther 4s. Forcing the Hellcat to withdraw here. Fighting for the center continues at a pretty fierce level here. Black Prince getting hit from cell sides. There go Marder fleet with its Pack 36R. Going for the Churchill Black Prince. Panther fleet's going up further on the flank here. Trying to take out the Marder. Oh, one more hit's going to go down, but the Panther fleets are going to flank it. This could cost here Arkroyal quite a bit. Got the Marder though, but we got the Panther fleet setting upon the flame. Got the Hellcat there, entertain they're firing in there. Black Prince close to blowing up, and down it goes to the Panther fleets. Great kill here by Insaniedi. A bold tactic. And I'd say a Marder for Black Prince is a very good trade. No mistake. And that actually means Arkroyal's got very little left now. Oh, to RA11. But there's support on the way, and there's still no sign of Panzergrenadiere or Fallschirmjägers or Fallschirmpioneer, though, of course, plenty of use of other Luftwaffe elements. Graben forced off. Straight from line C against the 30 cal there. Which is one of those causing a bit of mess here for RA11's troops on the left flank. 225s on 11. Bren section with advancing Panzergrenadiers, northern pumping system, but another Bren section. Out the whiz bang on the move, one sport. Still an attack here though for Arkroyal. And we got the Panther fleet more on the way here, but look, no, it's just the regular one here. Hasn't gone for more. Still no sign of reserves. Less than 9 points left for the Allies. Need to do something soon here. We got the Panther 4, they're closing in 82 at a very steady pace here. Northeast here, Panther fleet close to the ace level. But getting flanked here by a 6-pounder gun. Another Stukas was barrage here from Insaniedi. And there you go, GG, game over. Arkroyal bails out as the strategy is now completely fallen flat here in the face of the German Panzerwaffe. So there you go, a fierce back and forth fight here with some great maneuvers on both sides and some really big artillery strikes at times here, but in the end the Germans came through there, I think, quite a bit better off. Partly just, you know, I think Arkroyal definitely should have teched up at some point, like, and brought in something else to support the Black Prince. Again, anything there would have worked out, even the 17-pounder gun. In fact, the 17-pounder gun could have been a great addition there. I think that was like one mistake there. Plus, he had a slight tendency of times of picking some less than fortunate engagements. Meanwhile, Skeng, I think, was also relying too much on brute force, not enough saving smoke to assist these attacks there. Could also have those commanders up much sooner. Though, of course, it was also a bit unfortunate with some of those whiz-bang barrages. Still, the Germans, I think, also just played a very solid game as the game went on. I think just to the extent, you know, just had fewer mistakes. But also, Insaniedi really just played those Panther 3s like a fiddle, like incredibly well. And I think there's a really good part here of, like, you know, how the Germans were able to win. It's just the Panther 3s was used very well in terms of the speed, and that really just further, I think, undermined the choice of the Black Prince if Arkroyal. He just couldn't catch up with the Panther 3s whatsoever. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend, tell a family, but not your enemies. This is Imperial Links, cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another signing and riveting episode. Bye, everyone.